This time on Lazer Update, we uncover what it means to have hidden disabilities.
Then we meet Veterans Affairs Assistant Joseph Kaufman. Stay tuned because it's all that and more on today's Lazer Update.
Hello and welcome to Lazer Update for Thursday, April 4th. I'm Olivia Mendez.
And I'm Jacob Coleman.
So, 4 days until the eclipse, are you excited?
I'm very excited. I've got my glasses and all my classes got canceled.
Me too. I've got my afternoon classes out, so that'll be fun. OCC has quite a diverse mix of students, some of which struggle with disabilities. Disability advocate Christina Irene visited us in early February to uncover hidden disabilities. Casey Kapilla has the story.
Disability advocate and author Christina Irene visited Gordon Student Center here at OCC early in February to reveal what she calls hidden disabilities.
Sean Eady, who is with Student Activities, he reached out to me via LinkedIn when he saw my most recent book being published. But I've been here about like 8 or 9 times. I love coming up here, always just a warm welcome, and really want to just get this message out as much as possible.
Invisible disabilities are conditions that include cognitive difficulties, learning differences, mental health disorders, physical pain, fatigue, or other physical conditions that are not apparent to the onlooker but significantly impact one's daily activities.
I think I'm more like an advocate or an educator, and I do it because I have them. But one of my general overall things that I like to really encourage people to do is use what's available. Don't be afraid. I parked in an accessible parking space here today because it's going to make my day better. So, get the modifications, get the accommodations. There's no shame in it, and anything you ever have to do to be your best self, do it.
If you'd like to find out more about Christina, her new book, Splat, or any of her other works, visit www.christinairene.com.
Hidden disabilities pose a unique challenge to the people who possess them. If you're struggling with them, visit the Office of Accessibility Resources on the first floor of Coulter Library in room C104.
Taylor Swift is a controversial figure here, with her appearance at the Super Bowl drawing the ire of football fans across the country. But what does the campus think about her? Well, Casey Kapilla has the story.
Taylor Swift seems more unavoidable than ever these days, so I'm here on campus to see what people think of America's alleged sweetheart.
I think Taylor Swift is a very good female role model, and I believe that the backlash that she's getting about the whole Travis Kelce thing and everything, I think it's BS.
Don't know too much about Taylor Swift, but I just know she makes music. I'm quite indifferent about her anyway.
I think Taylor Swift's overrated. What are you doing, recreating, these albums? I understand why, but, it makes no sense. She's just overrated. Gets played everywhere. Kind of like Drake, but Drake's better.
Seems like the campus ranges from Swifties to whatever the opposite of that is. For Lazer Update, I'm Casey Kapilla.
It seems like the opinion on this international pop idol is pretty evenly split. Maybe if we're lucky, she'll fly over here on her private jet and give us a visit.
When we come back, Tom Moser introduces us to creative writing student, Star Wars fan, and patriot Joseph Kaufman.
And later, Lazer Update's own Casey Kapilla gives us the inside scoop on the history of Dungeons & Dragons, so stick around.
Join the OCC Music Department tonight at 7:30 in the Academic 2 Recital Hall for the OCC Wind Ensemble.
And then, on Tuesday, April 9th, from 11 to 4, you can talk to a veteran outside of the Veterans Affairs office in the Coulter Library.
I found that by going to OCC, it allowed me to enter in programs that would allow me to focus on my personal life and my work. I think most professors here do want to see you succeed. All faculty here is definitely more than happy to help, with any scheduling or future planning or, in regards to grades or anything like that. I find most professors are more than willing. I could realistically recommend anyone to attend.
I major in psychology. I chose the program because I want to help people. I've always wanted to do that. I struggle with making friends and being social with other people. So living on campus has given me a better opportunity to make friends. I thought coming here would be just like any other school, but it really is a different dynamic than being at a university. There's still a lot of people who put together things they genuinely care about for people they care about, and it's really nice to see.
Why did I choose OCC? To be a better communicator.
To be an English teacher. To be a better environmental scientist. Why will you choose OCC?
Why will you choose OCC?
The solar eclipse is happening on Monday, and there are a few events on OCC to celebrate it. Start the day early with eclipse trivia from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Then join us later on from 2:45 to 4 p.m. on the quad for more festivities, like eclipse-inspired music, treats, and an exploration of the science behind the eclipse. Before the break, we found out about hidden disabilities
and what the campus thought of Taylor Swift. Now, let's check in with Tom Moser as he tells the story of how OCC's office works with veterans on campus. OCC is home to many non-traditional students, which makes it the perfect place to go if you're looking for something after military service. However, the transition between military and civilian life can be challenging for many. Fortunately, Joseph Kaufman, Secretary for the Veterans Affairs Office, is here to help you.
Joseph Kaufman is a sophomore here at OCC majoring in creative writing. However, he has a more important job right here on campus.
My job is I mostly hold the front desk in the office, and anybody that's come into the office interested in any resources or eligibility, I lend them to either one of our associates, or I also answer the phone if anyone has any other questions, and I often hold events for the Veterans Club as well. There are definitely benefits to the job to help with enrollment, as you get money to pay for tuition or anything else, and it builds a good resume for any other enrollment.
Kaufman has always had respect for the ones who serve the country, so he knew he wanted to have a job helping them in the right path.
If someone were to want this job, it would definitely apply to eligibility. That's if they're an immediate family member of a veteran or a student veteran themselves.
Kaufman hopes to one day join the military and serve the country. In the meantime, he's staying laser focused at OCC to help veterans begin their mission as a college student.
Readjusting to civilian life proves a unique challenge for those who have served. If you or someone you know is having trouble, you can reach out to the Veterans Affairs and find them in Coulter 217. You can reach out by email at veterans@sunyocc.edu or give them a call at 315-498-2200.
National Comfy Week is celebrated from the 20th to the 25th of February. To celebrate it this year, OCC raffled off some comfy blankets. Terrell Rains has the story.
A really cold day on this chilly campus. Well, the raffle could keep you warm if you enter. Here at Gordon 114, we have a Get Comfy raffle by our expert as well. Let's hear what our expert has to say about the raffle so far.
Overall, the National Comfy Week went over well. It wasn't as highly attended as some of our other events, but I think students still had fun participating in a passive way, in an easy way for them to have the chance at winning a comfy to take home.
While the event is average so far on campus, let's see what some OCC students have to say about the Get Comfy raffle.
I was really excited because when I heard about it and found the opportunity that you could potentially win an OCC merch outfit, that just seemed really exciting to me, and it seems like a really fun thing for the school to do.
Because it's so easy to enter. That's the best part. And I was really excited because I want a comfy, and I've never had one.
OCC students are loving the raffle. Get a chance to enter down at Gordon 114 and stay warm on campus. This is Terrell Rains here on Lazer Update.
Thanks, Terrell. Seems like the raffle was a huge success, and everyone had a lot of fun. I know I love my OCC merch, especially if it's free.
Don't click away just yet, because coming up, the DMDJ Casey Kapilla himself gives us a history lesson about the world's greatest role-playing game, Dungeons & Dragons.
Lazer Update will be right back after this. Based on the long-running video game series of the same name, Fallout is about the misadventures of a young vault dweller named Lucy, played by Ella Purnell, as she tries to navigate the wasteland and its various politics. All episodes drop on April 11th on Amazon Prime.
My favorite part of OCC is that probably everyone here treats everyone with respect. I feel like every time I talk to someone or interact with someone, that normally they treat you with a level of respect because you're going to college and because you have the interest of learning. They give out free counseling, they give out like a lot of events. Like you're not really bored on campus because you have clubs, you have events that you can normally do. The library is free. You can, like if you want to do a box of books, you can go to the library and grab a book. Most of the classes allow that.
I chose OCC because it was local and I already took college credit in high school for OCC, so I decided to continue that. I chose creative writing because the course I took in high school was for creative writing, so I already had credits for it, so I decided to pursue that as it is a passion of mine. After college, I plan to join the U.S. Army as an officer, and for dream job, it would either be a public affairs specialist in the military or a screenwriter for a film company. Anyone new to OCC, I say do your work, attend class, and try and be involved as much as you can.
My name is Jan Doe. This is my second year at OCC, and I major in business administration. What I like most about OCC is the lounge that's open to the students. It's a good way to interact with other people, and overall, it's just a good environment to be in. The benefits of attending OCC are the resources they have on campus. For example, the Learning Center, study rooms in the library, and activities that they host on campus. There is kind of a big shift going from high school to OCC, but you have a lot of professors and resources on campus to help deal with that.
With a little over a month of classes left, finals are approaching rapidly, and staying on top of your work is more important than ever. Coulter Library has 11 study rooms available for students. To reserve one, you can go to the reserve counter on the second floor or call 215-498-2327.
So far, we've unearthed hidden disabilities, and we saw what the campus thought of America's sweetheart. But now for something completely different. Dice, dark basement, and cool wizards airbrushed on the side of vans.
What do all these things have in common? Dungeons & Dragons here. Casey Kapilla to tell us more about the favorite pastime of cellar dwellers, thespians, and math geeks.
In the past couple of years, Dungeons & Dragons has skyrocketed in popularity, but it wasn't always like this. The world's changed a lot in the 48 years since it hit store shelves, but what made the game go from a niche hobby to one of the most popular and influential games in the world? D&D started as a supplement for a tabletop war game in the mid-70s called Chainmail 2, in which two players would compete head-to-head with painted miniatures acting as an army, and a referee overseeing this process. However, two men named Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson wanted to narrow the scope from whole armies to individual people. So, they created what is referred to as the White Box, a prototypical version of the game. This was very different from modern Dungeons & Dragons. For example, there were only 3 playable character types: Fighting Man, Magic User, and Cleric. The game was very obtuse and difficult. It didn't gain widespread popularity until the release of Dungeons & Dragons 1st Edition Basic in 1977. The version that has been featured in films like E.T. from 1982 and the 2016 series Stranger Things. Unfortunately, at the same time D&D was climbing in popularity, so too was the Satanic Panic. This was the belief that satanic cults all over the world were corrupting the youth. Groups like BAD, or Bothered About Dungeons & Dragons, alleged that the game encouraged devil worship, witchcraft, and suicide. In fact, one of Tom Hanks' first acting roles was in a straight-to-video film called Mazes and Monsters, in which a group of what the film calls board game players induct a new member. He loses his sense of reality and gets lost in the maintenance tunnels under his college. This was meant as a cautionary tale about the dangers of role-playing games. I can personally say that D&D has had a profound impact on my life. It has helped me forge some of the most meaningful relationships I've ever had, and I'm so happy to see it become popular again. With the D&D movie making $33 million internationally on its opening weekend, and the newest installment in the hit video game franchise Baldur's Gate making $209 million so far, it is safe to say that Dungeons & Dragons is more popular than it ever has been. And now you know the history of Dungeons & Dragons.
Seems like D&D has a long and storied history.
Well, now it's more popular than ever. And with a new edition coming out next year, there's never been a better time to jump in and start playing.
We'd like to thank you for sticking around and our behind-the-scenes crew for making this show possible.
That's all for now, but you can find new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday until the end of the semester right here on the Onondaga's Campus Connection YouTube page. Thanks for watching, and I hope all of you have a laser-tastic day.